Sherry Peterson, the CEO of the Alzheimer's Association Greater Richmond Chapter. I would like to invite you to join us on November 3rd at our annual education conference. The Estes Express Caregiver Conference, entitled Coping and Caring, will be presented November 3rd between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. at the Holiday Inn Select, the Koger Center in Richmond, Virginia. The reason for this conference is because we know that today there are 5.2 million people in the United States living with Alzheimer's disease. 10 million baby boomers will develop Alzheimer's. This educational conference will provide information on research, what is the future in diagnosing and treatment, and tips for professional and family caregivers on nutritional needs, communication, spirituality, diversity in caregiving, and working with community resources. The aim of this conference is to provide participants with an upbeat approach to caring. There will be 3 plenary talks. The first, Alzheimer's Disease, Progress Towards Prevention, will be presented by Dr. Kathleen Welch-Bomer, the director of the Bryan Alzheimer's Disease Research Center at Duke University. The second plenary will be presented by Dr. Barry Jacobs, a clinical psychologist and family therapist, and he will cover surviving caregiving, developing the team. The final plenary session will be sort of a fun time for everyone. It's called Move for Life in Mind, and will be presented by Dr. Jamma Purser of Duke University and Sally Benedict of the University of North Carolina. Workshops will follow these plenary presentations, and there will be 2 tracks for the workshops, one for professional caregivers and one for family caregivers. The professional caregivers track will include workshops on diversity in caregiving, stop, look, and listen, tips for communicating, nutrition, it's more than a meal, and activities and dementia. Caregivers will be able to choose 2 of those workshops throughout the afternoon. On the family caregiver track, we'll also cover nutrition, it's more than a meal, Alzheimer's caregiver survival, having a good day, tips on communication, and meeting the cultural and spiritual needs of the person with dementia. Family caregivers will also be able to choose 2 of those workshops. Who should attend this conference? Nursing staff, activity staff, social workers, administrators, therapeutic recreational specialists, occupational therapists and physical therapists, family members, and anyone who's interested in the best practices for caring for a person with dementia. Once again, that conference is the Estes Express Caregiver Conference, Coping and Caring, on Monday, November 3rd, from 8:30 to 4:30 at the Holiday Inn Select Koger Center at 1021 Koger Center Boulevard in Richmond, Virginia. You may contact the Alzheimer's Association Greater Richmond Chapter by calling 804-967-2580 or checking out our website where you can download registration forms for this conference. And that website is www.alz.org/GRVA. We look forward to having you with us at our Coping and Caring Conference on November 3rd.